And then lastly would be I'd be remiss if we didn't kick in franchises. Obviously, you could buy a new franchise, meaning a new location, or you could buy an existing franchise. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so there's over 4,000 franchises. I was just looking at what it does to GDP every year. It's in the
Wow.
like 800 billion. It was something crazy. I didn't believe it, but that's how much huge job growth. And so when recessions happen, I'm not a econ guy like Michael, but investors move into franchising, and we're
Yeah.
seeing that right now. We're seeing that, and so it's obviously holds true. Um, but franchise business is very interesting. I got really into it about 3 years ago because I started looking at franchises to acquire, and I've looked at so many different franchises. So I was looking at ones that I would buy and start, but there's also
Yeah. Yeah.
resales as well. So there's a tremendous opportunity there. Um, it's a little bit easier than finding a off-market biz acquisition because you can go and work with a franchise broker and they can find a right fit for you. I mean, there's just so many options. Dog walking,
Mhm.
cleaning up pet poop is a franchise business.
Oh wow.
Senior care is very popular, right? All these where
Yeah.
people are staying at home and they need care 24/7.
Yep.
And the home service type businesses. So it's not just brick and mortar businesses. There's a lot of home-based businesses. So um, we're seeing a huge influx, and I think that will continue as people want to work for themselves. And a lot of these people are in real estate that are saying, "Hey, I can see that I don't want to do the W-2 anymore. I can
Right.
start a business. I can create legacy. I can." I had a conversation with a guy yesterday, and he was like, he's an electrical engineer, 19 years in his W-2 job, and he can't stand it anymore. So he was looking at buying um, a blind company that does blind installation, and it was a
Sure.
franchise, and it's been established for 10 years. He was okay at being the owner operator. The guy he's going to buy it from only has himself. He doesn't have employees, and so we were going through how he was evaluating it, and that he was like perfectly fine. I said, "Well, do you want to be an owner operator?" And he said, "Yeah, for now it's okay." And then he can bring in salespeople. So a franchise at the end of the day is a blueprint for a business where you get marketing, you get all these things, a roadmap to success. Now, if you're starting a franchise from scratch, you're going to have a few months of, no cash flow until you get it going, depending on what the franchise is. But
Yeah.
when you get inside a franchise, you have to look at what's called an FDD. That's a franchise disclosure document. It tells you about all the units, if there's any lawsuits, the financials, and then once you get into that, you're going to do a discovery day at the corporate office, either on Zoom or in person. You're going to meet the ownership team, management team. Then you're going to call existing franchisees in the system, and we call that validation. You're going to validate, hey, and you're going to ask specific questions. So just like a real estate agent, a franchise broker is there to kind of guide you through the process.